I'm into films a lot, not as much as he is, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm into films a lot. I watch a lot of films, maybe 3 to 5 films a week. Superfly, when I was young, my parents took me to the movies to see that. Obviously, they wanted to see it. I was a little young, and I just remember watching the movie, and then when the sex scenes would come up, I remember they would cover my eyes in there. And I also saw The Exorcist like that, and also The Godfather. When I came of age, I remember seeing Brother from Another Planet was a movie that affected me a lot, and also The Godfather, the first 2 Godfathers. And then in recent times, one of my favorite movies is City of God, because now music is always accompanied by visuals. The musical and visual medium is kind of inextricably linked now in the commercial world. So I think visually often when I'm thinking of making music as well.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan, you know. I'm a huge fan of Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying, because of growing up and going to those movies, you know, and a huge fan of Spike Lee. I think all of that's in our music regardless.
I studied film directing film at NYU for 1 year, and it was technical aspects of making film.
You also starred in a movie. Gotta bring that up.
It's a film called Planet Brooklyn, and by a director named Mad Matthews, and was shot in New York. And it's just sort of a romance about a young guy and his girlfriend, and just some problems that they encountered and had to get over. And me and a guy named Bones Malone, who used to be a writer for Vibe magazine, he was also in the movie. A lot of people, Andre Royo, who went on to be in The Wire and a lot of other really good productions. A lot of people were in that movie. It was a good experience. Definitely preparation, planning, understanding compartmentalization of ideas, and also the arc of a story or a song, understanding beginning, middle, and end, and also how to make ellipses and different shifts in time. And also, when you have a basic understanding of the rudiments of something, then you have what it takes to flip it over and turn it around and have abstractness as well. So I learned a lot from studying that, yeah. I think you take the music, all of the imagery that it evokes, nothing literal, but just poetic images that come to mind when you listen to it. And then the director takes those images that come to he or she from listening, and then create some new imagery based on. Definitely. I mean, for me, Trouble Man was a great soundtrack. Obviously, the Superfly soundtrack. Also, Quincy Jones soundtracks. And also, I like horror movies, so I really like the sound and soundtracks that accompany a lot of the classic horror movies. Italian horror movies.
I don't think you can separate now music without, you know what I'm saying, like music and visuals, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, we grew up in an era where it was already combined. I don't know an artist who probably doesn't want to make a video to every song on the album if there was a budget for it, you know what I'm saying? We would have 25 videos, you know what I'm saying? But there's so many movies, you know what I'm saying, like The Godfather, the soundtrack on that's good. I really like the scores, you know what I'm saying? Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, I'm like, those are huge productions where there's like 100 people inside of a studio and someone's directing them and they're creating suspense and adventure and exciting, and now sound is put to these moments. So yeah, all of it is good. I would love to do something with Spike Lee. You know what I'm saying? He just has so many moments, and he just touches on subject matters that a lot of people in Hollywood are usually scared to touch. And you know what I'm saying? To be able to bring those those moments or those facial reactions or whatever to sound would be awesome. But I mean you can't limit it to one. There's so many guys out there.
The most important element of a protest song that's sort of that was made as a protest song is the potential for its effectiveness. Once a song is kind of swallowed up by the mainstream apparatuses, I feel like it kind of takes out the potency of the protest song. So I believe the best and most effective protest songs are they're underground songs that motivate people to get up and actually do something rather than listen and maybe click or like it or send it to a friend or something. I mean, that's kind of what the system wants to happen, is like something to rise up, hit a wall or a ceiling, and then sort of taper off in terms of its potency and effectiveness. So I think the coolest protest songs are the ones that only the people that need to hear it hear, because it's so localized and centralized and based only for the people that need to hear it, that is still an underground phenomenon.